Concerns about COVID increasing in South Florida and across the country, and because of that, new rules are about to take effect at Jackson Memorial Hospital.
A warning from the nation's pediatricians. They say children should go back to school this fall, but with a big list of precautions for everyone, including masks. The Delta variant of COVID-19 is spreading fast due to the millions of American adults who've chosen to remain unvaccinated.
Nearly all cases and more than 99% of COVID deaths are people who do not have the vaccine. Cases are up in every single state, but Florida is among the 5 worst states where the number of infected people has increased the most.
The number of cases in Miami-Dade went up 59% in the past week, and the positivity rate is now at 8.86, which is an increase of almost 2 percentage points from the week before. In Broward, the cases jumped up 79% in just 1 week, and the positivity rate is over 10%. Let's go live to CBS 4's Carly Barnett in Miami with more. Carly?
Well, Lauren, Elliott, cases are going up, and also hospitalizations are going up as well. Here at Jackson Memorial Hospital, in just about 2 weeks, they saw an increase of more than 100% of the patients that have had to be hospitalized due to COVID. Now, all of this is happening as a new school year is set to begin in just a few weeks.
In a better position than the rest of the state of Florida or the country. Why? 70% of the residents of Miami-Dade have been vaccinated.
Citing Miami-Dade County's vaccination rate, Superintendent Alberto Carvalho says masks will be optional this upcoming school year. But Monday, new guidelines from the American Academy of Pediatrics recommend in-person learning and masks for all students and staff. The guidelines also urge everyone who is eligible to get vaccinated, even though the CDC has said fully vaccinated students and teachers would not have to wear masks on campus.
To achieve what we call herd immunity, which is the phenomenon in which the majority of the population is immune to the virus to stop the spread, everyone should get vaccinated, including children.
Pediatric immunologist Dr. Hanadis Ale agrees with the American Academy of Pediatrics, saying children are still carriers of the virus and can develop long-term complications themselves.
Multisystem inflammatory syndrome in children, which is a complication of COVID-19 infection, which is, as the word said, is a severe inflammatory response, and patients can also pass away from these.
Overall, cases are up in Florida, nearly doubling last week from 23,000 to more than 45,000 cases. That's according to the Florida Department of Health.
I think part of that is attributable to the recent holiday, but it's also, we're still battling with a lot of misinformation about the vaccination.
Hospitalizations locally are on the rise. Monday, Jackson Memorial Hospital upgraded its COVID threat level to high. That means they will no longer allow visitation for most inpatient units and no visitors allowed in adult emergency departments. They say it's because they went from treating 66 COVID patients on July 6th to 139 Monday, a 111% increase. Of those, 95% are unvaccinated. And Broward Health COVID hospitalizations are at 95, compared to 71 last week.
I hope that this is a little bit of a wake-up call to the people that are not yet vaccinated to get that vaccine and protect themselves.
But despite this, according to a CBS News poll, among those unvaccinated, 74% say they will not get immunized even if their own doctor recommends it. Now, I know we've thrown a lot of numbers at you, but this data really driving the point home. A few more numbers. Despite Miami-Dade's 75% vaccination rate, there were more than 7,000 newly reported cases last week. And in Broward, vaccination rate at 67%, but despite that, almost 4,000 new cases last week. Live outside of Jackson Memorial Hospital, Carly Barnett, CBS 4 News Tonight.